5 things your mama, auntie, big sister should have told you about men, but I'm gonna have to do it. So that's today's episode. I am Chengi, your dating and relationship expert here at the Black Swan Relationship Academy, where I teach you ladies how to present as a high value, high status, high worth woman that high quality men find completely irresistible. Can I get an amen? Amen. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about some essential things that really should have been put in the breast milk as you were growing up. These are things that should have been interwoven into your understanding of life, of men, as you were growing up. But I suspect that your mother did not know either, your aunties did not know, and your sisters did not know, or they assumed you knew. So let's just get these 5 basics in so that you are never ever confused. This one comes from one of my sisters. She taught me quite early as a young girl, as I sat with her. She was the sister that I would go to talk about everything that was going on with me. And I was talking to her about a boy, and she said to me, Chengi, don't ever play games with men because you will absolutely lose. At the time, I had no idea what she meant because I was still so very young. And what I was talking to her about was really a crush. But she just seemed to have this very stern, very clear look me in the eye, made sure that I completely understood this. What I then learned later on is that we don't play games with men because men are built for games. Men have the testosterone for games. They have the compartmentalization that allows them to always win a game. And whenever you engage a man in a game that he's playing with you, he feels that you are game, right? So if we're out here playing tennis and everybody's having a laugh and I want you to come and play tennis and you don't want to play tennis, but you decide to pick up a racket and go to the other side of the court and start swinging back, I'm going to assume that you've changed your mind and that you want to be in this game. But what if you decide not to play the game and you sit down and you say, you know what, I will observe you, or I will go and play the game that I want to play? Then I have to decide whether or not I really want to be with you as a friend, or whether I just really want to have fun playing games, okay? And so when a woman engages a man in a game, he's playing a game, you're playing a game, everybody's playing a game, he's not calling, you're doing all of this game playing that is not going to serve you, instead of simply saying, no thank you to the games and goodbye. I am here for somebody who knows what he wants, how to get it, and baby, how to keep it. Hello. And if that is what I'm after, I won't be able to tolerate any kind of emotional tag, push and pull. We're not playing those games. When a woman is able to cut out the games, refuse to play, and walk away, she owns the game. Somebody asked me when I put the post on Instagram that we don't play games, we own the game. How do you own the game, honey? You simply refuse to play that game. You refuse to engage in that energy field, and you simply walk away. A woman who is able to do this, a woman who has enough emotional mastery to do this, is a woman that will always own the game. Hello. Can I get an amen? Number 2, if he wants you, when a man wants you, he's gonna act like it. And when a man does not want you, guess what? He's going to act like it. And a third little sweet spot is when a man likes you, he's gonna act like it, and when he decides he doesn't like you anymore, he's gonna act like it. So when you see that guy who was pursuing you real hard, coming through with the come through, all of a sudden doesn't seem interested, is creating gaps and distance in the connection, he's showing you he no longer wants to be here. He wanted to be here. He's changed his mind. He doesn't want to be here. When a man is behaving like he's not interested, he really isn't. When he's acting like he doesn't care, he really doesn't. You never need to say to a man, you're acting like you don't care. He knows he does not care, and his actions are in alignment with how he feels. Men will be in alignment with their actions. They have no choice. Their actions were built to speak to women who are prepared to listen. If he likes you, he's gonna act like he likes you, and you won't have to ask. The House of Swans is the new portal for the Black Swan Relationship Academy. The House of Swans is where you will be able to completely access me and those of you who are serious, focused, and committed to your Black Swan journey. In the House of Swans, you will get access to many of the courses in the academy depending on your subscription level, but most importantly, you will get the exclusive courses I am creating only for the women in the House of Swans. So far, we've been talking about the power dynamics between men and women, sharing things that I will never share on public platforms, giving you insight so you understand how power flows between the masculine and the feminine. I'm also sharing about how to be completely and totally unforgettable in the bedroom, how to get a man to be completely and absolutely generous with you. And all you have to do to be a part of this elite society is to click the link in bio. And if you're watching this on Instagram, comment the word swans and a link will be sent to you. Love you lots. If you have to teach him how to cherish you, he never did and he never will. This is not to say that there is no place and space in life where we can help other people love us right. Communicate our needs. Communicate the things that make us happy. Appreciate them when they do. There are ways and tools to help somebody want to treat us right. But in order for us to do that, they have to bring the willingness, the heart, the posture, the attitude of cherishing. If a man wants to cherish you, he will be investigating. He will be finding out what would please her, what would make her happy. He'll be observing the things that you like and don't like, even in your micro expressions. When a man cherishes you, he will never do anything deliberately to hurt you. And he will always be inquiring about the things that will make you happy, the things that will make you feel safe, the things that will make you choose him. When we have to perpetually and consistently give a man orders, descriptions, labels, constantly, please, can you do this for me? Can you show me this? Can you take me here? Can you do that for me? Can you buy that for me? If our whole interaction with a man is telling him how we need to be cherished, demanding cherishing, putting things in his face to be cherished, hints, here, I want to be cherished, this man does not cherish you. When a man wants a woman, he will cherish you, and you won't have to give him a full-time education on it. Number 4, a cheater will cheat. Men that are disloyal, in general, are going to be disloyal in the relationship with you. A man who believes he's entitled to multiple women because he's wealthy or he's handsome or because he's smart or he's high value or whatever his self-belief and his self-image, his moral and value code tells him that he has every right to sample many options whilst he is in a committed relationship with one woman. You, my darling, have nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with your beauty or lack thereof. It has nothing to do with your attitude or lack thereof. A cheater will cheat. Now, there are men who are not cheaters who will cheat because opportunity has been made available and or there's something fundamentally missing in their primary relationship. We're not talking about these guys. We're talking about guys who genuinely believe from the bottom of their heart, from the beginning of the day to the ending of it, that they are entitled to multiple women. Don't take it to heart. Let him go. Last but not least, when a man loves you, he's going to value you. When a man loves you, you are not going to have to work hard to be valued, to be esteemed, to be considered, to be thought about. When a man loves you, he will move mountains. He will give where is not required. He will show up in places you didn't even know you needed him to show up. He will give in generous ways that you will be like, oh my goodness, maybe you are doing too much. When a man loves you, he has no choice but to pour his love into you because he's made to give. life. He's made to give his love, to issue out his love, in the same way that when he is having a wonderful time and he's at the peak of his excitement sexually, he has to release sperm. It has to come out of his body. It's the same with his heart, with the love that he feels for you. When a man feels love for you and his heart is full of love for you, he cannot help but ejaculate that love into your life. He cannot help but pour his love into your life without restraint. And it will take a woman who means him well, who loves him, who cares about him, to even say, darling, let's not waste this. Let's invest this. Maybe let's do this next year. Because if that woman does not help him, he will bankrupt himself for her. He will run himself rugged for her. And this is why men have to fall in love with really good women who mean them good and not harm for the rest of their lives. But I can tell you this for free: if you have to beg for it, if you have to search for it, if you have to go back and forth for it, it just doesn't exist. Once you know these 5 fundamental things, you will know never to waste your time, never to hang around, never to beg, plead, and hope and seek for anything different. This is how it is. This is how it has been, how it is, and how it will always be. The sun will always rise in the morning and it will always shine. Whether there's cloud cover or not, the sun will shine. The nature of a thing is the nature of a thing. The sun will always emanate heat, whether we like it or not. The nature of a man is the nature of a man. The clouds or lack of clouds, that's culture. Culture can put a cloud cover so we don't really experience the man in his full form. Culture can change things so that we don't experience the nature of a thing in its full form. But make no mistake, the nature of a thing is the nature of a thing. Men will be men, have been men, and will continue to be men. They just change how they show up in each culture. They adapt to the women of that culture, but they are still driven by the same principles. And I hope that she who has ears will hear what I'm trying to say to you girls. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. In the meantime, take care of you. Bye-bye. If you've been listening to this broadcast, you feel that you identify with anything that I have said, I want you to know that we're not leaving you on your own. Actually, I have created a complimentary initial call with my coaches. You will be able from today onwards to call one of the coaches and have a conversation about the particular issue that is bothering you. This call is completely free, no obligation. It is our ministry and our service to you to make sure that we get to touch base with you, understand what's going on with you, and actually give you a moment to speak with a professional, maybe even for the first time in your life. But I don't know how long I'll be able to offer this to you, my darling swan. But whilst it is here and you're watching this video, please find the link below, or if you're on Instagram, comment help. Take care of you.